atmosphere at all its ballparks. To enhance this atmosphere, we ask that all fans abide by the Valley Baseball League code of conduct posted throughout the ballpark. We hope you enjoyed tonight's game, and thank you for your support of
Hello, and welcome to the Farm Royal Cardinals versus the Winchester Royals matchup.
Yep.
This is Cardinals.
And now let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Winchester Royals. Leading off from Shenandoah University center fielder, number 34, Jamie Padilla. Batting second from Shenandoah University, the shortstop, number 3, Carl Keenan. Batting third from ODU, the first baseman, number 42, Connor Tellefson. Cameron Tellefson, excuse me. Batting fourth from High Point, the designated hitter, number 35, Amar Fleming, the second. Batting fifth from Middle Georgia State, the right fielder, number 21, Christian Dillard. Batting sixth from Barry, the third baseman, number 29, Brady Benavides. Batting seventh from East Strasburg, the left fielder, number 8, Troy Davis. Batting eighth from Binghamton, the second baseman, number 5, Todd Abraham. Batting ninth from ODU, the catcher, number 32, J.J. Hand. And on the mound for the Royals this evening from Binghamton, number 20, Ian Kaiser. The manager and head coach of the Royals is Brian Burke. Assistant coaches, A.J. DeSaro, A.J. Lubriciano, and Cy Probst.
Fifth is Christian Dillard, who's playing right field. Sixth is Brady Benavides.
And now for your Front Royal Cardinals. Leading off from Presbyterian, the center fielder, number 10, James Green. Batting second from the University of Maryland, Baltimore, the right fielder, number 34, Danny Orr. Batting third from Stony Brook, the left fielder, number 44, Nick Drombowski. Batting cleanup from North Florida, the catcher, number 29, Boone Hosey. Batting fifth from Wichita State, the designated hitter, number 20, Dom Archella. Batting sixth from North Florida, the first baseman, number 37, Jackson Toberman. Batting seventh from Harper Community College, the third baseman, number 6, Jackson Kehoe. Batting eighth from Harper Community College, the shortstop, number 55, Ty Mercado. Batting ninth from Marist, the second baseman, number 22, Luke Monaco. And on the mound for the Cardinals this evening from South Alabama, number 35, Connor Graham. The head coach and manager of the Cardinals is Mike Smith. Assistant coaches, Kobe Charles, Dalton Whitaker, and Cole Thomason.
Your starting pitcher today is Connor Graham.
And now would you all please rise and please remove your hats, and veterans please salute as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem. Let's play some baseball. The officials for this evening's game, Mr. Steve Pennington, Mr. Tim Detweiler, and Mr. Robert Nasser.
Now, started for the
Yeah, we fixed it.
Yeah, there we go.
Well,
I don't know why the audio wasn't
ooh,
working
way down on the
before.
right.
As now the audio should be working.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Now you got a lot to talk about. Just retread everything.
Yes. For some reason our audio, we thought it was plugged in, but it wasn't plugged in all the way. Is now leadoff batter Jamie Padilla's on first after a leadoff walk. Carl Keenan up with an 0-1 count. Taking off is Padilla. Barehanding is Connor Graham and throws out Carl Keenan to first. As that moves Padilla, this is a very dangerous team for stealing bases.
Now batting from ODU, the first baseman.
As now Cameron Tellefson comes up to bat for his first time today. June 20th, when he last played at the Cardinals, he was 0 for 2 with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Now with a runner in scoring position early, after the sacrifice bunt, move the runner. A big swing and smashed to the left fielder. Hard hit, but under it too much as Tellefson swings on the first pitch, and that's a second out of the game. Keeping Padilla at second base is now the designated hitter, Amar Fleming, comes up.
Designated hitter number 35, Amar Fleming, the second.
Both teams with the DH in the cleanup spot.
Cardinals
Oh, that's not true. Cardinals DH is batting 5th.
almost both in the cleanup spot. As Graham's first pitch comes in off the plate high, 4-ball, 1-0 count now on Amar Fleming. Fleming, so far this season, 8 games played, started all 8 games. It's 9 hits for the Royals so far. As now he swings on the second pitch, fouls it for a 1-1 count. The Cardinals today, they're 4-5 at home, better record at home versus on the road where they're 3-8. Team has been better offensively, has been better in total, I should say, at home. As now the 1-1 count, pitch comes in, another foul ball by Amar Fleming. For the Cardinals, the pitching has been noticeably better at home, with an ERA of 5.24 at home versus the road, where they have an ERA over 8. Looking to get an even record at home. Padilla threatening to steal as that pitch comes in for a ball. Even in the count at 2-2, Fleming might have thought he stared at a strike as he turned away, maybe expecting to hear the strike call. Did not hear it. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs, a runner on second. Connor Graham staring at Padilla, who's doing a lot of jumping around at second. Now pitch comes in for a strikeout, looking on Amar Fleming. Now 3rd out of the inning, ends the top of the first. Only 1 base runner gets on, and that was the leadoff walk. As now the top of the order for the Cardinals will be James Green, Danny Orr, then Nick Dromboski. Now the order for the Cardinals does go James Green, then Danny Orr, and Nick Dromboski, all 3 playing in the outfield. 4th, playing cleanup, is new guy Boone Hosey. 5th is Dom Archilla, playing designated hitter. He usually has a catcher for the Cardinals, but DHing today. 6th is Jackson Toberman, playing first base. He is a new guy for the Cardinals. 7th in the order is Jackson Keogh, playing 3rd. 8th is Ty Mercado, who's playing shortstop today. And 9th is Luke Monaco, as starter Ian Kaiser is on the mound for the Royals. One thing for the Royals is their pitching has traveled well, with both ERA on the road and at home have been just a 5.10 and 5.17. Has been super solid, allowing the Royals offense to keep them in nearly every game. However, for the Royals offense, we didn't see a hit, but we did see a walk. Their average is only 224 on the road. That's one thing the Cardinals defense is looking to take advantage of, but right now we're looking to see if the bottom of the first, the Cardinals can start off hot here. Unfortunately, in the last 5 games, there are only 2-3. In their 2 wins, though, they did score 29 runs. A lot of it, and a lot of the action, I should say, is thanks due to James Green, who's up leading off for the Cardinals today, a junior out of Presbyterian. He has the 2nd best average on the team. As now, he swings on the first pitch. 0-1 count.
I like to see the Cardinals coming out aggressive. Gotta try to get on them early. Don't want to be playing from behind.
James Green has 18 strikeouts this year already, as now he watches that pitch, as that one's not in for a strike. That's a ball, 1-1 count. 18 strikeouts to 9 walks, not the ratio you'd like to see. However, he has a 355 average as he watches that next pitch, which was a breaking ball, over the plate. 1-2 count now.
He does strike out a lot, but he still leads the team in on-base percentage. It's just how many hits he gets.
Has been a huge catalyst for the Cardinals, as now he strikes out for the first time this game in his first at-bat. 19th strikeout of the season for him now, as Danny Orr comes up second in the order. Danny Orr, junior out of University of Maryland, Baltimore. At home has been super solid, as now he watches the first pitch, which comes in for a strike. Is on a 2-game hit streak. Not really even a streak, just trying to start a streak, I should say, as he has had 2 hit in both of his last 2 games. As now the 0-1 pitch comes in at 2 consecutive strikes, as Danny Orr watches 2 consecutive pitches. After a strikeout from James Green, Danny Orr is looking to set the table. With an 0-2 count, the lefty pitcher, Ian Kaiser, has his third pitch coming in, is swung on hard, and it lands between the right fielder and the center fielder, and that's an errant throw to second. But Danny Orr hangs up at first, as he was looking like he wanted to round to try and turn towards second, but not a hard enough hit, as that's the first hit of the day for either team. But now it gives Nick Dromboski a chance to either move him, or a deep enough hit could drive in Danny Orr, who has some speed on him.
I don't think this park is quite big enough for a double to drive in Orr, even though he is quite speedy.
So that first pitch comes in. He is speedy. A double would. There is a chance, depending on how the Royals defense can handle the ball, as now checked on at first. Gets in safely, though. Trying to steal an out after the single.
Royals outfield playing relatively in. At this ballpark, you usually see the road teams stand out near the warning track and have run in on the balls.
Stromboski watches that second pitch. 0-2 count now. Double play opportunity is there if the Royals can get a ball on the ground. As now Dromboski hits one, lands right in front of the left fielder. That's 2 consecutive hits now. As that, I want to say, was a little blooper almost to get runners on first and second. As now, as for his first time at bat, is Boone Hosey. Boone Hosey is a redshirt senior out of University North Florida.
I already like what I'm seeing hitting-wise. Gone down early in 2 counts, 0-2. Just don't let it affect you. Just get that next pitch. See the pitch you want. It's base hit single both times.
As Hosey swings on the first pitch. Looking to possibly get an RBI hit in his first at-bat for the Cardinals here.
Oh, yeah.
Second pitch comes in, and he absolutely smacks that one down the right field line, but it falls foul. Boone Hosey, in his last season, or his most recent season at University of North Florida, he had a .321 average in 50 games played with 51 hits. So a solid player coming in for the Cardinals here, as now he swings on the third pitch. That one's fouled, though. 0-2 count still with runners on first and second.
And 3 straight 0-2 counts where the Cardinals have swung.
Cardinals seem to be very active at the plate, trying to hit early in the counts. As now that pitch comes in for a ball, a tad high possibly there. Boone Hosey did have 11 doubles and 1 triple, along with 4 home runs in college. Playing catcher today for the Cardinals. Swings on the next pitch, is fouled into the netting. Hard hit. Keeping the count at 1-2 now. Something the Cardinals really want to do is get on base and take advantage of driving in these runners. If they've been able to get runners on, but one thing they've really struggled at is actually getting them in. As now that's 2 consecutive balls, evening the count out at 2-2. Cardinals don't want to keep it a close game, as they haven't had the most success. As now that's another swing, but he fouls that one. Keeping the count at 2-2. That's, I believe, 3 fouls now.
This is a great at bat. He's taken the 2 balls he's seen. He's swung at everything else. Yeah, 2 of them were strikes, but 3 foul balls, working up the pitcher's pitch count, getting on him early.
Maybe he sees something that he likes, waiting for the perfect pitch. So now the 2-2 pitch comes in. It's another hard hit, but that's another foul over the right field line. Careful, as there looks to be a carnival, or I don't want to say a fair or something. Might have hit one of the rides they have, because that one was a hard hit foul. It's now 2-2 pitch coming in again. Watches that one, filling up the count now. Starting off 0-2, now finding himself with the full count. Exactly what he wanted here. Wanted to push the Royals starter early, and now putting a lot of pressure on him. As the payoff pitch comes in, it's a soft grounder to the pitcher, and he is thrown out at home, or first base, I should say, and that's a double play.
Man, that sucks.
Danny Orr made it the third, thought he would be safe there, as the throw from Ian Kaiser to second base was not the fastest, but Boone Hosey was unable to beat out the throw to first, and that double play ends the inning, stranding a runner. As Boone Hosey's first at-bat for the Cardinals is a hit into a double play. As the starter, Connor Graham, is back up to the plate, or back on the mound, I should say, my lord. Excuse me, it's this rainy day has discombobulated my brain a little bit. As earlier, it was raining a lot this morning. The forecast was calling for rain pretty much all day. However, the radar, and as you can see here, has been pretty clear. Just very overcast and a bit humid. However, not a horrible day for baseball, especially if the rain can hold off until later. Cardinals here will be facing Christian Dillard first, then Brady Benavides second, and third is Troy Davis for the Royals. After a walk and then a sacrifice bunt, I believe, is what it was marked down as for Carl Keenan. They got 3 outs. Connor Graham struck out 1 and walked 1 batter in the first inning. Really looking to change that, as his strikeout to walk ratio this year has been phenomenal. He has, well, after the first inning, he has 3 walks to 15 strikeouts. That's what you want out of your starter, as now Christian Dillard, the right-handed batter, is coming up for his first at-bat of the game. This is Dillard's first action against the Cardinals for the Royals this season. That's an average of 262 as he watches the first pitch for a strike. 0-1 count now. The train's blaring its horn while coming by.
Oh, yeah. Can't see this one.
Can't see it, as though the 0-1 pitch comes in and it's a hard hit, high pop fly, and it's caught by the first baseman, Toberman, Jackson Toberman. Brand new guy for the Cardinals for the first out. It's a pop out for Christian Dillard in his first at bat. Now Brady Benavides up to bat. Benavides is the third baseman for the Royals as he swings on the first pitch, and that's a foul, and it bounces almost into the Royals dugout. Had to see a couple of players move out of the way there. Wasn't the hardest hit foul ball, but wouldn't have felt good as the 0-1 pitch comes in. That one's over the plate for a 2-second strike. 0-2 count now with 1 out. Connor Graham has been efficient so far, getting a pop out. Only 16 pitches. Now that's a 3-pitch strikeout on Brady Benavides in his first at bat. Connor Graham, only 19 pitches in against through 1 inning and two and a third inning. Oh my lord, I didn't even say that right.
1 2/3 inning.
Yeah, there we go. Like I said, discombobulated today. As now he swings on and it's fouled. 0-1 count. It's Connor Graham. Just reached 20 pitches right there. I believe he's been ahead for all 3 of these batters now, as that's 2 consecutive fouls. 0-2 count.
He's thrown no balls so far this inning. Don't want to jinx anything, but it's been all strikes.
Exactly what the Cardinals are looking for too, as the walks in some past balls have really hurt them. So now the 0-2 pitch comes in, and that's the second consecutive strikeout for Connor Graham. Great inning for him there at the top of the second. Getting a pop out and 2 consecutive strikeouts in the 6 and 7 batter.
2 3-pitch strikeouts, too.
Yes. That was a huge inning for Connor Graham. That's a quick top of the second. Sometimes for the Cardinals, it has been a struggle to get to the top of these innings. Good to see Connor Graham here get through that one quickly, as his last start was against Percival June 17th. He did earn the win in that one. He went 6 innings, only allowed 6 hits and 2 runs. Only one of them were earned, as he struck out 6 already today with 3 strikeouts.
Now if you're the Cardinals, you got to go out here and reward your pitcher. He gave you a stellar inning. Now go put some runs on the board, help him out.
Cardinals have struggled a little bit with that, as a few games this season they've had some really solid starting performances, but either the bullpen hasn't been able to fully pull through, or the Cardinals' offense has slowed down at the end of the game. But now, with leading off for this inning will be, or bottom of the inning will be Dominic Archilla, designated hitting today. Someone you want to see in the game for the Cardinals, as he has the best average on the team. Has only played in 10 games. This is the 11th one now.
Now batting for the Cardinals in the bottom half of the second from Wichita State, the designated hitter, number 20, Dom Archilla.
It's a shaka.
Archilla. In his first at-bat today, watches the first pitch for a strike. I mean, his last game was June 25th against Waynesboro Generals. He was 0 for 3 in that one. However, in the game before that against Newmarket, he was 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs and a strikeout. And one of those RBIs came from a sac fly as he watches that pitch for a ball, even in the count out at 1-1. Dom Archilla leading off here for the Cardinals. 1-1 pitch comes in. A big swing and miss by Dom Archilla there. After a solid bottom of the first for the Cardinals, where they had 2 hits, but a double play by Boone Hosey ended that inning, stranding a runner. Archilla finds himself behind here, as now he swings on the next pitch, and the second baseman had to make a really hard grab as the throw to first was off the mark. And that, I'm not sure how
I'd say that's a single. A single, and then
it was a hard hit ball, and it made it really difficult.
Yeah, difficult play for the second baseman. And then
Archilla
ran it down and just couldn't make a throw on the mark.
Archilla getting on base in his first at bat now with Jackson Toberman making his first appearance and first at bat for the Cardinals, and that first pitch comes in for a strike.
We've seen a lot of first pitch strikes so far this game from both pitchers. Prioritizing getting up in that count early.
Kaiser 0-1, now 0-2 against Jackson Toberman here. This Toberman is a redshirt senior, also out of the University of North Florida, along with Boone Hosey.
2 guys are both Ospreys.
Both making their first appearance. Toberman, only a .232 average in his last season. Did start 52 of the 53 games that he played in, and that's 3 swings, I believe, and that's 3 fouls. Or no.
He took the first pitch.
That was what, yeah.
Back-to-back.
That's what it was.
Fouls. Back-to-back fouls.
My lord.
Keeps the 0-2 count, though. It's okay.
Yep.
Stays alive.
Toberman looking to make Ian Kaiser work here, just like his counterpart from the University of North Florida did. Is now runner on first. Dom Archilla was checked, trying to keep him there. He does have 2 stolen bases this season, so he has shown the wheels. As Toberman on the 0-2 count swings and misses for a strikeout in his first at bat. Bringing up Jackson Keogh for his first at bat of the game with the runner on first.
Now batting from Harper Community College, the third baseman, number 6, Jackson Keogh.
Jackson Keogh last played against Waynesboro 25th as he watches the first pitch for a ball off the plate there. Against Waynesboro, he was 0 for 4 with a strikeout. His last hit coming the 24th against Newmarket, where the Cardinals had a great game. He was 1 for 3 with 3 walks and a strikeout there. So now he watches 2 consecutive pitches, both 4 balls now. Keogh has been team's primary third baseman, I want to say, but has made some appearances on the mound.
That's what I was going to say. Last appearance against And oh, that one gets away.
As now the third pitch, and that's another ball, slips out of the glove of J.J. Hand, allowing Don Marchilla to advance to scoring position, eliminating a double play opportunity for the Royals. Now Keogh has a chance to drive in his 7th RBI as he watches the 4th consecutive ball. 4 pitches, 4 balls, and that's a walk for Jackson Keogh's first at bat. Would have moved Don Marchilla anyways. Now from Hartford Community College, Ty Mercado.
Kehoe, the best. He's the best on this team at drawing walks. That's his 17th walk of the season. That's 6 more than the next closest Cardinal.
It's now showing bunt. Mercado does not get contact on it, but it comes in for a ball. 1-0 count.
Pulled away from that one just in time.
Yeah. Very close to being a strike there, as he's looking to possibly just move the runners, as he's looking like he's going to swing on this one, but watches that one for a strike. 1-1 count now after showing bunt in his first on the first pitch. Watches the second one. Even at 1 with runners on first and second. Mercado swings on the next pitch, and it's a hard hit ball, and the center fielder for the Royals has to make a great diving grab. He had some wheels on him there.
Oh my word, what a grab.
He just, holy smokes, what a grab from Padilla, Jamie Padilla. He turned on the Jets there. Otherwise, that might have been maybe a 2 RBI double. So that gets the second out of the inning.
At the very least, he saved a run with that diving catch.
Yeah, at least 1 saved from Padilla. As now Luke Monaco, 9th, bottom of the order for the Cardinals, watches the first pitch. 1-0 count for Monaco. With runners on first and second, not wanting to strand more. Monaco swings on the second pitch, and it's fouled. 1-1 count now. Cardinals find themselves with 2 runners on after a single by Don Marchilla, a strikeout by Jackson Toberman, and then a walk on Jackson Keogh. A hard hit by Ty Mercado. Possibly would have driven in 1 or 2 runs, but a great save by Jamie Padilla prevented that, as now Luke Monaco finds himself behind 1-2 in this count. With 2 outs, not wanting to strand any more runners here. They stranded a runner at the bottom of the first. So Monaco only has 1 hit at home on the season. Absolutely belts this next pitch, but it's a high flying ball. Hard hit, but it was too much under it. So that's the 3rd out of the inning, stranding 2 runners. Two straight flyouts. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not sure how they'll actually.
I put it down as a line out because it was a cool play.
Oh, for the Mercado one, yeah, that was probably a line out actually. That was a hard. Yeah, that was probably a line out actually. Yeah, as that ends the second inning with Connor Graham up on the mound for his 3rd inning of action. In his first 2 starts, he did go at least 5 innings in both, 6 innings in his last one. Looking to replicate that or possibly go deeper depending on how efficient he can be. Only 22 pitches with 3 strikeouts and a walk so far. Going to be facing the bottom of the Royals order, but it will turn over to Jamie Padilla, who made the great play to save possibly a couple runs after Todd Abraham and J.J. Hand will be leading off for 1 and 2. for the Royals. Cardinals really, really, really want to limit these free bases. Have done all right so far today, walking Jamie Padilla in his first at-bat. Padilla did end up, I want to say stealing a base, I'm pretty sure, as the Royals have been super aggressive on the base path. 29 steals on the road, has only been caught 3 times. That's one thing to really keep an eye on for the when the Royals are on the bases. It's Todd Abrahams making his first appearance at the plate for the Royals here. Second baseman. Abraham. It's played in all 3 matchups against the Cardinals this season. Only 1 hit in all 3 of those games. As he watches the first pitch for a ball, 1-0 count. Looking to get the second hit against the Cardinals. Watches 2 consecutive pitches, this one off the plate again. After a really solid top of the second from Connor Graham, throws 2 consecutive balls. Not really what we saw out of him last inning.
Didn't see him throw a single ball the last inning. That one's a strike. Oh, never mind.
What looks like possibly a strike to some people in the fans. You could see some people make a reaction. It's not called, and that's a 3-0 count now.
That was a beautiful little breaking ball. Just didn't get the call.
Connor Graham, 4-pitch walk on Todd Abraham. Did not have to do much there to get the free base. As J.J. Hand comes up, the catcher, for his first at-bat of the game here. J.J. Hand, 8 games for the Royals this season. This will be his 9th. 8th start, though. As watches the first pitch, and that one absolutely smokes him in the left shoulder. Hard hit. He's going to need some ice after that one. Not the start you want to see after a really solid top of the second inning out of Connor Graham. Finding himself with 2 runners on after a 4-pitch walk. And now hitting J.J. Hand in the first pitch. Padilla, who he walked the first time they faced each other, now has a chance to cause some havoc here. Padilla shows bunt, pulls away, comes in for a ball anyways, as now it looks like there might be a little visit here. As Connor Graham put himself in a real big hole. He hasn't thrown a single strike this inning so far.
I'm assuming they're just doing this, get his head back in the game. They would not pull him this early. Just got to make sure your pitcher knows it's okay. Just got to lock back in.
Just got to get his head back in the game. Had a solid first 2 innings. Played relief in his first 2 outings for the Cardinals, now in his 3rd start. Hasn't allowed a single hit yet, but it has walked 2 batters. As Jamie Padilla is up, ahead in the count, 1-0. Showing bunt again. That one's real high, and unable to corral that pitch is Boone Hosey.
Oh.
Is now.
It's raining now.
It's starting to rain.
It's hard to tell, but it definitely is. You can smell it.
I'm trying to see if I can see the ripples anywhere. I'm seeing a little bit of sprinkle it. Yeah, I can see it. It's a little hard to see through the netting, but you are able to see it if you look at the greenage in the back. Can't really see that on the camera. It'd be a little hard to see, but little rain won't hurt anybody as long as it doesn't flood the infield. 2-0 count now. With runners on second and third with no outs for Jamie Padilla. Has a chance to get the first 2 runs of the game. Swings on that pitch for a foul. Connor Graham in the worst spot he's been so far today.
Oh, man.
Hits Jamie Padilla. I'm not sure. That sounded like it hit the bat, but it probably hit his hand and the bat at the same time. I did hear a crack. Not sure that some people like that, as you could hear some people yelling an expletive, I should say.
That hit by pitch loads the bases with no outs.
That's 2 hit by pitches consecutively for Connor Graham. Connor Graham was fighting there to try and get even in the count, but a little too inside as now Carl Keenan's up with no outs. Bases are loaded. Absolutely rockets the first pitch for a foul, though. If that was in play, that would have been 2 runs right there.
The minimum. Maybe just gotta get used to the wet balls. Gotta hope it's not affecting him too much.
It's now an 0-2 count now. With this rain coming in, this is going to change how they play the game. It's going to change how well the pitcher can actually throw strikes, and so far, maybe it's already affected him, as he has 2 hit by pitches and a walk in 3 consecutive at-bats. As now this next pitch is a hard liner to the right fielder, and that drives in a single run. And the first hit for the Royals today is an RBI single by Carl Keenan. Connor Graham still with the bases loaded and no outs. Carl Keenan had a sacrifice bunt in his first at-bat. Now, with an RBI single, leaves Cameron Tellefson bases loaded. He flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Big swing and miss on the first pitch there. Cardinals had 3 hits already, but in the first 2 innings, unable to drive in any of the runners, though.
Yeah, grounded into that unfortunate double play in the first inning, and then that incredible diving catch robbed him of at least a run in the second.
It's 2 consecutive swings and misses on Cameron Tellefson. Connor Graham really needs a strikeout here to put him in a good spot, as a ground ball will certainly drive in a second run. As that's 3 consecutive swings and misses for Tellefson, possibly a little over-eager there when trying to drive the runners in with the bases loaded.
Pitch was way outside of the zone.
He does lead the team in home runs with 5, I believe, for the Royals. You can see why he was swinging for the fences there. However, Connor Graham was able to take advantage of that, as now a passed ball gets by as Amar Fleming is up for second at bat of the day. And that allows a second run come in. Boone, Hosey, and Connor Graham have not been on the same page a little bit, and that has really hurt them this inning. It's now the 1-0 count. 2 runners in. Only runners on second and third, but that eliminated a double play opportunity, too, to get out of the inning. Amar Fleming, who struck out in his first at-bat, watched that pitch go by and drive in another run. Second pitch comes in. It's a big swing and miss by Amar Fleming. Oh, so now it's a 1-1 count. One count. Pitch comes in, and it's off the plate. You can hear some. I can hear some yelling. I keep on saying you, but obviously the camera's not able to pick up some of these fans. Some yelling after that one. Somebody thought it was over the plate. 2-1 count. Pitch comes in and doesn't swing at that one, but that comes in for a strike, evening the count at 2-2. Runners on second and third. Connor Graham's really looking to get himself out of this tiff here. strikeouts now. Next pitch comes in, and that's a big strikeout there. As that's 2 strikeouts in this inning. However, there's 2 runs have gone in.
Graham's got to keep an eye on Padilla. He's sneaking in from third nearly every pitch.
Padilla has 7 stolen bases, so he has the wheels to go home if a ball can get by Bunhosi. As now the first pitch on Christian Dillard is a big swing and a miss. Connor Graham, after starting behind in, I think, like the first 2 or 3 batters, actually didn't even go behind against J.J. Hand. He just hit him. Now finds himself ahead here, 0-1. As 2 big swings and misses now. Looking to strike out 3 consecutive batters.
Yeah, this is a chance to really salvage this inning and keep it super within reach. Only 2 runs, limit the damage.
As now ahead 0-2 in this count. Runners on second and third. Connor Graham. Pitch comes in, a big swing and a miss. 3 straight swings and misses by Christian Dillard there for the 3rd consecutive strikeout. However, 2 runs did come in this inning due to an RBI single and a pass ball that allowed the runner from third to get in. The runner was J.J. Hand. As now, that takes us to the bottom of the 3rd inning, where we'll see the top of the order for the Cardinals leading off.
We're going to be doing a challenge sponsored by CNC Frozen.
We got Dizzy Bat going on. We got some players taking care of the announcing for it.
3, 2, 1.
The kids a little eager, went almost a little ahead, did not spin. I don't even know if they did a full rotation around the bat. For some reason, the microphone isn't really working, but the kid on the right didn't even have the shirt on all the way before he started going back. But that's how it always is for these Dizzy Bats. The kids, they're told one thing, and I think y'all might have a good understanding of how kids act when they're told to do stuff. They tend to either half do it or not do it at all. So at least that's how my little brother does it.
That drive to win is too much. Can't waste time.
Exactly. Kids don't understand that you gotta follow the rules. They see, a little shortcut where I can start running with the jersey on, and they take off. But yeah, now after a rough top of the 3rd inning for Connor Graham, little fun intermission there. It brings us to the bottom of the 3rd with Ian Kaiser up on the mound. 39 total pitches. Now, after the top of the 3rd, Connor Graham and Ian Kaiser, similar pitch count. Kaiser looking for a quick inning here, as James Green struck out in his first at-bat today. Kaiser, first pitch comes in. James Green swings on it, fouls it off. 0-1 count now. Not sure he should have swung at that pitch, as that one looked like it was down by his feet a little bit, but James Green, he's the one on the mound, behind or at the plate, not me. As now, second pitch comes in off the plate. 1-1 count. James Green, even 1-1, swings on the next pitch, behind 1-2. Has a chance here for his 2nd consecutive strikeout. Would be his 20th strikeout on the season so far in just 17 games. Just watches that pitch, does a little squat as the count evens out 2-2. Kaiser, 2 strikeouts and a walk so far, as he finds himself almost at 45 pitches. 2-2 pitch comes in, and it comes in for a ball. James Green finds himself with the count even, or full now, I should say. with no outs.
First full count we've seen from either side since the first batter of this game.
James Green absolutely rockets a high pop fly to the first baseman, who's able to catch that. Cameron Tellefson, first baseman for the Royals, caught that as James Green pops out. As Danny Orr comes up for his second at-bat of the game, singled in his first at-bat against Ian Kaiser. Kaiser now at 45 pitches against facing Danny Orr for the second time. Danny Orr wastes no time, smacking the first pitch, which is a foul. 0-1 count. Those are the kind of fouls that why they tell you to not park so close to the stadium. There's an 0-1 count. Watches the second pitch for a ball. 1-1 count now with 1 out. The right fielder for the Cardinals with a hit today already, even in this count, 1-1, has been phenomenal at home as he watches that pitch. Behind now, 1-2 in the count with 1 out. Looking to set the table again.
That was a very nice off-speed pitch there from Kaiser. Had Orr confused.
Orr, 1-2, smacks this next pitch, and that's a line drive single to center field.
Kaiser went back to that same pitch again, but Orr was sitting on it this time. Beautiful hit.
Great day for Danny Orr so far. 2 singles in his 2 at-bats with Nick Tromboski up for the second time today. He singled in his first bat also. Similar situation to the bottom of the first inning where James Green was out, and now with 1 out, we got a runner on first. Tromboski looking to cause some commotion here. His first pitch comes in for a ball, 1-0 count.
Tromboski does have double-digit walks this season. He's got 10 so far.
Checking on Danny Orr at first. Danny Orr hasn't been a huge stolen base threat, but can move those feet if he needs to. Next pitch comes in and is swung on and fouled by Tromboski. Fouled into the netting, even in the count 1-1. 1-1 with 1 out again. Cardinals find themselves down 2-0 after a 2-run top of the third. One running on first. Tromboski fouls his next pitch. The catcher, J.J. Hand, able to catch that ball right behind home plate. That was a easy pop out, as Tromboski is unable to get a hit in his second at bat. 2 pop outs now in this inning. Got Boone Hosey up for the second time today. He hit into a double play in his first at bat, which stranded Danny Orr on third. So now they find themselves 4 hits, another hit this inning. Down 2-0 as Hosey watches the first pitch for a strike. Swings on the second pitch, 0-2 count now, and that one's fouled into the netting. Ian Kaiser coming in. 54 pitches so far. However, no runs scored and only 2 strikeouts and a walk. So now the 0-2 pitch comes in. Hosey watches that one. 1-2 in the count with 2 outs, trying to fight to stay alive and make Kaiser fight him again like he did in his first at-bat.
Yeah. Double-digit pitches the last time these two players met. the first inning.
As now that pitch comes in, and that's called a ball there. Evening the count out at 2 with 2 outs. Two count. Ian Kaiser. Pitch comes in, watches that one, and that one's comes in for a ball. 3-2 now, full count. Hit right or a walk or hit right here by Boone Hosey would be huge as Don Marchella is on deck and Danny Orr takes off. And that's a line drive down the third baseline. And that hit gets into the outfield. And Danny Orr rounds third and is going home. And that is a double for Boone Hosey in the second at-bat for the Cardinals. Huge hit as that was a hard hit ball that just gets past Brady Benavides for the Royals, who's playing third base. Huge at-bat and hit for the Cardinals, as that's 2 hits this inning now, and that drives in the first run, cutting this deficit to just 1 now. With a runner on second, Don Marchella, who singled in his first at-bat today, up for the second time. Kaiser almost at 60 pitches now. And this is his 6th appearance. Gets a big swing and a miss for the first strike. Don Marchella. Not even a miss. I think that means they hit him. He got a little tip on it, yeah. A little tip, but still a strike. It's now an 0-1 count. Watches that pitch, and that one gets by J.J. Hand, and that moves Boone Hosey to third. Even better spot here for Don Marchella. Marchella has a chance to get to drive in his 14th RBI. Already has 13 on the season. Limited action, however, in his 11th game now, already 1 for 1. And at home, making it 6 for 14, as that's a big swing and miss for the second strike. 1-2 count with 2 outs, runner on third. A base hit here would tie the game. Kaiser looking to get out of this without the game, allowing the game to tie, as now finds himself even 2-2 against Dominic Archilla. Royals really want to win here as they're on a 3-game win streak.
A win streak that's put them to the top of this Valley League North Division.
As Don Marchilla hits this next pitch, but it's a high pop out for the third out. Three pop outs for 3 outs. That's the only way Kaiser got out of this inning. But he did allow 2 hits, and one of them was an RBI double by the new guy, Boone Hosey. That ends the third inning. Cardinals are down 1 to the Royals 2.
Winchester 2, Royal 1.
Is that should be Connor Graham coming out for his 4th inning of action. Rough last inning where he allowed 2 hits, or allowed a hit and 2 runs. However, the Cardinals have cut into the deficit. All Connor Graham has to do is just try and get through these innings with some efficiency, and this offense might be able to really pull the Cardinals out of this hole. It is a shallow hole, but the Cardinals in one-run games are only 1-3. So Cardinals really want to get ahead, as they've played a lot better when they have been ahead with at least a couple runs. 5 hits to the Royals 1, though, is huge.
Yeah.
As if they can continue this, they are going to definitely have a shot to take this lead back. Or take this lead. I shouldn't say back. They haven't had it yet so far. As the leadoff for the Royals will be Brady Benavides, the third baseman for the Royals. It's Connor Graham, only 45 total pitches, already 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks in 3 innings. Had 6 total strikeouts in his last start in total in 6 innings. So now, first pitch comes in, and it's a soft hit to Jackson Keogh at third. The throw to first is a little offline, but he's safe. The throw was a little off the plate, making Jackson Toberman have to come get it. Toberman tried to reach and tag Benavides at first, before he made it to first, I should say, but unable to. As now Connor Graham fighting himself, gonna at bat against Troy Davis, who struck out in his first at bat. Watches the first pitch for a strike. Troy Davis. It was ruled a single on Brady Benavides' hit. Second hit of the day for the Royals. So now Troy Davis finds himself behind 0-2 here after a foul ball. Hits the brick while behind him. The averages for the Royals have been lower on the road, but they have more home runs and more strikeouts on the road. Have been really good at slugging on the road, I should say. As that next pitch is fouled off. Troy Davis looking for a second hit against the Cardinals this season. Watches that next pitch as it's up by his face a little bit. 1-2 count now for Connor Graham. Connor Graham, only 2 walks today, but those walks have been detrimental and has hit 2 batters. As now he gets a big swing and a miss out of Troy Davis to get the first out of the top of the 4th. Troy Davis striking out in both of his at-bats so far today, bringing Todd Abraham up to bat. His second at-bat today. He did walk in his first one, where I believe it was a 4-pitch walk on Todd Abraham. Connor Graham looking to actually throw a strike here against him, showing bunt, but it's off the plate for a ball. First pitch. 1-0 count now. Starting off behind, not what he wants, as he did have a 4-pitch walk, as I said before, against Abraham in the first at-bat. Watches that pitch. Surely a strike there, and it is for a 1-1 count. Graham, just his second appearance at home and his first start at home. His other action at home, he only pitched 1 in the 3rd innings, had 2 strikeouts. So now the 1-1 pitch comes in, and that's 2 strikes there.
Graham already looking much better so far this inning. You got to think maybe it was the rain. It was affecting him. His control is a lot better.
A little showers can affect the pitcher more than you think, as that's a big swing and miss for Todd Abraham, and he walked in his first at-bat, now striking out swinging, bringing up J.J. Hand, who was hit by the pitch in the first pitch against Connor Graham, finding himself up with 2 outs. Connor Graham looking to strike out 3 in a row again, as now checked on a runner at first. Lots of yelling and screaming from that one as he's called safe. Close one there. It's now a big swing and it's a foul. 0-1 count now. Hand fouled him off of it. I fouled it off of himself. Let's take a second. 0-1. Already had 1 hit by the leadoff batter. Still on first base after 2 consecutive strikeouts. Cardinals. Connor Graham finds himself ahead 0-2 after the big swing and a miss by J.J. Hand there. 0-2 with 2 outs. This is the exact count that Connor Graham wants here. Now, that's a strikeout looking. Second time Connor Graham has had 3 consecutive strikeouts. This time, 2 strikeouts swinging in the third one looking on J.J. Hand as that ends the top of the 4th inning. Huge, huge, huge top of the 4th for Connor Graham after a rough top of the 3rd.
9 strikeouts so far through 4 innings for Graham.
Connor Graham has been on fire, striking out a lot of batters for the Royals. However, the Cardinals have not helped him too much. Only 1 run. They did cut the deficit. Looking to now tie the game and push them over, as they have been slightly better at the plate, I should say. More hits, more flyouts and pop outs. So they've been able to get some decent contact, just not good enough for the most part. As Ian Kaiser's up on the mound, or not up on the mound, as there's a pitching change for the Royals. Ian Kaiser is done after 3 innings of action. As now the pitching change goes to Connor Chansey.
Number 37, Connor Chansey.
Connor Chansey .65 pitcher out of Shepherd. In for relief for the starter, Ian Kaiser. This will be his 9th appearance for the Royals. Has 1 save for them so far this season. ERA of a 4.30. Not too bad. As his last appearance was June 24th, where he pitched 3 innings. Seems to be a reliever who can go multiple innings, as he's gone at least 2 in most of his appearances. Has allowed at least 1 hit in every single one, allowing 2 and 3 in his last 2 appearances, the 21st and 24th of June. As now he faces Jackson Toberman, as Toberman takes a first pitch strike on Connor Chansey. Check swing there, but it's a ball call. Oh, no. Never mind.
Said he went.
Late ask from the home plate umpire to first base, who said he went, as now Jackson Toberman finds himself behind 0-2 here. He struck out in his first at-bat. Big swing and miss. As Jackson Toberman, 3-pitch strikeout. And that brings up Jackson Keogh for a second time today, who was walked in his first at-bat.
Third baseman, number 6, Jackson Kehoe.
Connor Chansey wasting no time to establish himself with a strikeout there. Keogh watches the first pitch was off the plate for a ball. Had a 4-pitch walk last time. Second pitch comes in, and that hits him. Keogh was a 4-pitch walk now, has not seen a single strike so far in his 2 at-bats as he's hit. Bringing Ty Mercado up, who flew out to center field in his first at-bat, or lined out, I should say, as that was a really hard hit.
Yeah. Diving catch out in center field. Badia. Let's hope he can replicate that just a little further to the left, get it to the gap.
As Keogh's on base after getting hit, Mercado watches the first pitch as it was off the plate for a ball. Keogh has been hit by pitch 2 times, now his 3rd time this season being hit by the pitch, putting Ty Mercado up. Mercado swings and hits the next pitch, but that one's a soft foul, which lands on the roof over here, or behind the home plate in the stands, even in the count at 1-1 now. Connor Chansey with a strikeout, hitting Jackson Keogh. Now 1-1 against Ty Mercado. Keogh doing a little dance at first, does not go or anything, is now it's a 2-1 count as that one was off the right side of the plate like the first ball. Mercado is on a 4-game hit streak, only has missed 2 games since coming in June 3rd. Mercado swings on this next pitch, and he pulls it too much for a foul. 2-2 count. Mercado at home this season is only 5 for 21, or I should say 5 for 22 now. Had an average of 211 coming into this game at home. 3 walks and 3 RBIs. As the 2-2 count comes in, watches that one to run the count full. All 3 balls have been in the same spot, as it seems like there have been quite a few pitches to that spot, and there have been a number of strikeouts right there, I should say, as now the full count. Pitch comes in. Keogh's taking off, but it doesn't matter as that was a walk on Ty Mercado. Ty Mercado's 12th walk of this season. Putting runners on first and second with only 1 out, with Luke Monaco up to bat for the 2nd time. He did fly out to center in his first at-bat.
And that was a great at-bat by Mercado. Took the ball on the full count, walks a runner into scoring position.
Mercado still doesn't have a hit, but I think he'll be happy, especially if Monaco can do something here. So now Monaco watches the first pitch, is right down the middle. 0-1 count now. His last hit came June 17th against Purcellville when they were in Purcellville.
He's only got 3 hits all season, batting sub 100.
At home, he's below 100 for an average. He only has 1 hit as that pitch comes in for a ball. 1-1 count. At home, he does have an RBI at home on 3 walks and 5 strikeouts.
It's only RBI.
As he's looking to get a second one here, second one on the season, and the second one at home.
Keogh looking to take a big lead.
Third pitch comes in, and it's pulled foul. 1-2 count. Keogh doing some dancing and shenanigans at second base, trying to see if he can get a good jump and possibly steal third, which would be a huge spot Keogh, not the biggest base stealer, though, as now Monaco finds himself behind 1-2 in the count. Swings on the next pitch, and that's a soft grounder to the shortstop. Monaco trying to beat the throw to first, and he does. Is a fielder's choice there from Monaco, but does move Keogh from second to third. Avoiding a double play there, does turn the order over to James Green.
Number 10, James Green.
James Green here has a chance to tie the game with a base hit, or possibly force Connor Chansey to have a wild pitch or pass ball would also possibly drive in Keogh. So now Green watches that first pitch. I believe that's the first time he hasn't swung on the first pitch today.
Yeah, it is. He's taking a much more patient approach here. He knows there's probably going to be something he likes, and can't strike out here. He's got to drive that tie and run in.
Watches 2 consecutive pitches now. Both come in 4 balls. 2-0 count. Runners on first and third. James Green is exactly the man who Cardinals would want in this situation. Well, possibly one of the men they want, at least.
Leads the team with 33 RBI.
As he swings on that one and it tips it foul. Not a lot of contact there, as it did end up hitting the brick wall behind home plate. Only 1 strike, though. Finding still ahead 2-1 in the count. James Green looking for anything. The outfield is pretty far back, so he has, if he can get a liner over the infield's head, would be an easy RBI, but he takes the second pitch for a strike, 2-2 count. Runners on first and third.
Pitch was a nice one. It got the inside of the plate.
Chansey already at almost 20 pitches. This is a 20th pitch, and that comes in for a grounder to the second baseman, Abraham, for the Royals. And he just gets the out at second, and that's the third out of the inning, and the Cardinals strand another runner. No hits this inning. Did get some pressure and cause a pitching change. However, they did not tie the game or anything, as now Connor Graham is coming back out onto the mound for his 5th inning of action. Will be the third time. If he can get through this inning, it'll be the third time in all 3 of his starts that he got through 5 innings of action. So far today, he already has a season high of strikeouts in one game, 9 on 58 pitches. Connor Graham will be leading off, facing Jamie Padilla to lead off the top of the 5th. Cardinals so far today with 5 hits, only allowing 2. They do find themselves down 2-1 after a top of the 3rd inning. Connor Graham had a long outing. The bases were loaded multiple times with an RBI single and a passed ball, allowing 2 runs in before Connor Graham was able to strike out 3 in a row. And that's how, and after that, Cardinals responded with a single and then an RBI double. That's how we find ourselves here after the 4th inning brought nothing. We find ourselves here with the leadoff batter, Jamie Padilla, top of the order. Big swing and miss from Padilla here.
Padilla's gotten on base Both times up, walked and hit.
For the dangerous batter, that's not what you want. Dangerous base runner, too, as Padilla swings on the second pitch, and it's a grounder to the second baseman, who gets throws Padilla out at first. Padilla, first time today not being on base. With the ground out in the top of the fifth to lead off with Carl Keenan, who had an RBI single in the top of the third.
Now batting, number 3, Carl.
Up to bat for the third time today. Connor Graham, in his fifth inning of action, gets a big swing and a miss here. Started off really, really strong in the first 2 innings. When he hit the third inning, hit a little bump in the road, but is seeming to right the ship here a little bit. Even in the count here, though, at 1-1. 1-1 with 1 out. Carl Keenan, second in the order for the Royals, up. Pitch comes in for a strike. That was a very hard, fast ball there.
Right at the knees. Maybe a good framing job by Hansey.
As Keenan, 1 for 1 today, as he had to sacrifice bunt in his first at-bat, watches the fourth pitch, which is in for a ball. 2-2 count. No runners on with 1 out. Keenan making Connor Graham work here. Now a swing and a hit to Monaco, but Monaco's throw to the first baseman, Toberman, was off kilter. That's the second time that the Cardinals have not been able to throw a runner out at first due to an errant throw.
That was a tough play, but you kind of wanted to see. He was able to get the throw off in time, just a little off.
Rule that as a single, as I probably would expect it, as it was a hard hit ball. Monaco did a little weird job to stop it, but unable to get the throw to first, as you said. First pitch comes in for a strike on Cameron Tellefson. It's now runners on first after the third hit of the game for the Royals. Tellefson fouls off the second pitch. 0-2 count now. Connor Graham looking to get out of this one after allowing just his third hit on the day.
Tellefson did go down in 3 pitches swinging his last at-bat. A chance for that to happen again here.
And now the runner at first, Carl Keenan, is checked on, but it makes it back safe.
That was close.
Couple close calls here for Connor Graham, trying to pick off runners. Because now it looks like the runner was going to take off, but it doesn't matter as Graham smokes Teffelson, advancing runners to first and second now with only 1 out.
Yeah, hit him on the 0-2. That's probably about the last thing you'd want to see happen there.
Connor Graham definitely beating himself up after that one there, because he found himself in a great spot. Now Amar Fleming, the second, the DH for the Royals, up to bat for the third time. He struck out looking and swinging his first 2 at-bats. Now watching the first pitch for a ball. 1-0 count. Runners on first and second here. Connor Graham has been in a couple high leverage situations so far. Pressure starting to turn up here, as now this next pitch is hard hit, but it's a high pop out to the shortstop, Ty Mercado.
It's a good at-bat to get you back into
exactly what Connor Graham was looking for there, if I have to say so myself.
Now batting number 21.
Only other thing he probably would have wanted is a grounder into a double play. However, he will take a pop out to get to Christian Dillard, who struck out in his last at bat. Dillard, chance here to try and extend the lead they have as he has a big swing and a miss on the first pitch. Was it 3 straight pitches in his last at-bat for a strikeout? Connor Graham has been so good at creating some big swings and misses here.
Yeah, he puts himself in a favorable count and gets him swinging on the third one, but that one is fair.
However, unable to get a big swing and miss there as that one falls fair in left field. David Dromboski able to corral it before a second run can get across, but that's an RBI double for Christian Dillard. Third run of the game for the Royals here, making it harder for the Cardinals to try and come back. So Connor Graham allows a run with 2 outs. No runner at first as a big swing and miss by Brady Benavides. He did single in his second at bat today. A base hit here could make this a 5-1 game, as this next pitch is another pop-up to Ty Mercado, and that's the second time this inning that Ty Mercado has caught a pop-up, as that ends the inning after an RBI double did extend this lead for the Royals to go up 3-1. For the Cardinals so far today, they have struggled to actually drive in some runners, stranding over, I believe, 5 or 6 runners today. Not what they want at all. We have a newlyweds game going on inside the stadium. Always a fun little thing to hear and see if these people actually know their significant other. Sometimes you hear it and you go, "Oh, that you just said it was wrong. That was your wife. I thought y'all knew each other." But
Every time I've been up in the booth, I think they've gotten them all right.
yeah, that's fortunate because sometimes they'll say an answer and you're like, "Is that really right?"
Chansey is back out on the mound.
After a pretty good first inning of action from Chansey, he's getting his second inning of work. He's gone multiple innings in his last couple appearances. Cardinals going into the bottom of the 5th, down 2 runs. With leadoff man Danny Orr. He has singled twice today in both of his at-bats. Fortunately, nobody's been on base for him to either move or try and drive in.
He was the run that scored, though. He came across for the Cardinals' only run.
As the first pitch comes in, hit it forth on the dirt for a ball, 1-0 count. Danny Orr has had a phenomenal day so far today with 2 straight ball counts. Possibly don't want to leave anything easy for him as he's 2 for 2 so far. It's 10 for 31 going at home going into today. Now 12 for 33 as now that's a hard hit liner to third. Great hit, but unable to get past Benavides.
Incredible reaction there by the third baseman Benavides. Reached out and grabbed that one.
It's like when I hit a perfect in MLB The Show. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really frustrating hit there because you got some good contact, good power, but just great defense as Dromboski finds himself up watching the first pitch. Dromboski also has a single today, did pop out in his second at-bat. looks like that's going to happen again here in this on the second pitch. Chansey getting through the first two batters quickly here. Now facing Boone Hosey. Boone Hosey had an RBI double in his last at-bat and was hit into a double play in his first one. No runners to drive in this time. However, he's looking to try and start something here as the Cardinals have a quick 2 outs. Hosey watches the first pitch. It's in low for a ball. 1-0 count now. Boone Hosey, new guy for the Cardinals. Watches 2 consecutive pitches. This one comes in for a strike, though. 1-1 count. It's the Cardinals are really trying to start something here. The deeper they get, the more difficult it's going to be for them to actually create some kind of comeback, as that's a big swing and miss by Boone Hosey there. 1-2 behind here.
Chansey's shown he's got a really good off speed.
That's probably his
Cardinals
favorite
gotta
pitch.
be ready for it.
As now that pitch comes in off the plate, even in the count at 2.
Takes that ball. The last pitch Hazy was way out in front of it.
Swung on and fouled, keeping the count exactly where it is. Hosey coming in as the catcher today. Little bit difficult time as the catcher too, as he did allow a pass ball which allowed a run. Is the count still 2-2? A big swing and miss on Hosey.
Cardinals go down 1-2-3.
Not what you want at all after they have not gone 1-2-3 at all this game so far. The first time today. And they have at the end of 5, Winchester is up 3. The Front Royals 1. Cardinals had 5 hits early, but since then, no hits. Have only reached base twice, and one of them was getting hit by a pitch. Really looking for some more offense out of the Cardinals after they started off pretty strong out of 3.
A big stat that's going to come back to bite the Cardinals if they don't end up coming back in this game is they've already left six runners on base through 5 innings.
That's been a huge issue for them so far this season. I wish I could pull up the stats easily without having to pull through every single game.
Every single one.
But I would say, like, most of their losses, they've left a ton of batters on, and that's just not a recipe for success. If you're the Cardinals, some teams can get away with it, but when the Cardinals pitching hasn't been the most consistent at times, it makes it a little difficult.
I don't want to leave guys on base, especially when they're in scoring position, especially in a low-scoring, close game like this one.
It's the reason why they are 1-3 in one-run games and 2-4 in two-run. Not a huge difference in that, but it really shows how close games they've not been able to pull through. When they have won those games, in those close games, they have been ahead and they allowed some and almost come back a couple times. Now, leading off for the Royals in the top half of the 6th inning, the last third of this game, or I shouldn't say third, getting into the bottom half of this game, I should say, as the first pitch comes in for a ball, 1-0 count. Did some incorrect quick maths in my head, thinking 6, 7, 8 was going to be the last 3 innings, but
Not quite.
Yeah, missing the 9th one there as the second pitch comes in. 2 straight balls now on Troy Davis. Struck out in both of his at-bats today, but he's ahead here on Connor Graham. Similar, see what he can do here as he finds himself behind. Fastball comes in for a ball. 3-0 count now, and has a chance to walk on a 3-0 count. Oh my lord, I can't speak. On 4 consecutive balls here, but that one comes in on a strike.
Good pitch right down the middle. You know he's going to lay off of it on a 3-0 count. Might as well take.
Yeah, on a 3-0 count, I feel like a lot of coaches are going to tell you to watch that pitch. You do not want to accidentally get an easy out. And now the throw to first is not fast enough. Monaco and Ty Mercado both were running after that soft grounder that got past Connor Graham. Troy Davis reaching base for the first time today on that single. It was a really close call at second base. Ty Mercado and Luke Monaco almost ran into each other, and that might have slowed down the throw just enough for Davis to get to first. But that now puts Todd Abraham up to bat, and Davis is checked on, trying to keep him there, not allow a stolen base.
You gotta commend Davis there. That was a great hustle play.
Davis taking off now,
Foul
but
bunt.
foul bunt. Going back, would have been an easy steal there. Not wanting to allow any stolen bases. They've only been caught 3 times on the road. So they have been elite at turning singles into doubles. Is now taking off again. The throw to second is off and late anyways. Easily there. As Trey Davis turns a single into a double after the stolen base with no outs. Lots of pressure on Connor Graham here. He's gone through 5 innings, allowed 2 earned runs, 3 runs total, 9 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Runner on second, ahead 0-2, gets a foul on Todd Abraham.
With those 3 walks, he also has, with those 2 walks, he also has 3 hit by pitches to go along with it, though.
Something that I tried to highlight at the beginning of this game is they needed to limit those free bases. And only 2 walks, but 3 hit by pitches. That's 5 free bases for the Royals here as that pitch comes in for a strikeout looking on Todd Abraham. Second one today as he comes in with 2 strikeouts and a walk. And now J.J. Hand up to bat for the 3rd time today. The catcher for the Royals. Hit by pitch in his first at-bat. Then struck out looking in the second. Up for the 3rd time with a runner in scoring position, Trey Davis. Big swing and miss on the first pitch. Connor Graham, exactly what you're looking for, a first pitch strike, as he's at 10 strikeouts and 84 pitches. Connor Graham looking to get through 6 innings of action here. Trey Davis hopping around at second. Big swing and miss. 2 straight swing and misses by J.J. Hand. Both of them, he's been trying to drive it, but has not been able to make any contact. Connor Graham has been pretty excellent at causing some swings and misses today, hence his 10 strikeouts. Still down 3-1, though, in the game. As the runner on second takes off, that's a foul ball. Now slowly jogging back to second is Trey Davis as J.J. Hand stayed alive on that pitch. Connor Graham looking to get out of the top of the 6th inning here. We'll have to face J.J. Hand and then at least Jamie Padilla unless some shenanigans go on with Trey Davis to get him out. But now the 0-2 pitch comes in. J.J. Ham watches that one as it's too high, and he comes in for a ball. J.J. Ham fighting after going behind 0-2, fouling off the next pitch now. Pitch number 4 came in for a ball. Now Connor Graham for his 5th pitch of this at-bat. Winds up, pitch comes in, and watching that one, J.J. Ham strikes out again. Second time today he struck out looking.
Back-to-back backwards Ks for Graham.
And now Jamie Padilla is up for the 3rd time today. He's been walked, hit by pitch in his first 2 at-bats, and grounded out in his 3rd. Now with 2 outs and a runner on second, looking to cause some more damage, swings on the first pitch, and has some contact, but it goes foul. 0-1 in the count with a runner on second and 2 outs. Connor Graham has gone through 5 2/3 of an inning, looking to get through his 6th. That one comes in for a strike. Jamie Padilla does not really agree with that, as now he finds himself down 0-2 in the count. You could see how he said something to the ump. As now 0-2, wind up, pitch comes in, a big swing and miss on Padilla for the 3rd out of the inning. Connor Graham gets out, only allowing a single base runner who had a single and turned it into a double. And now some chirping going on, it looks like, as there's a lot of white shirts there, and perhaps Jamie Padilla did not like that call that made him go 0-2 in the count. As that ends the top of the 6th inning. Some words are being exchanged with Mike Smith and the umpires. So, to those baseball fans out there, do you know who Yordan Alvarez is? You'll really appreciate him because you want to say happy birthday to him, as he was born on this day in 1997.
You think he's listening?
Oh, if he was listening, that would be something. For those who don't know, he's one of baseball's premier hitters. He won the 2021 ACLS MVP, a multiple-time All-Star. He's one of the game's most feared power hitters in the league. So happy birthday to Yordan. Some interesting things. His birthday was today, but also very interesting. I like pulling out these on this day factoids, because a lot of people don't even realize what happened in some of these older days of baseball. Like in 1997, Willie McCovey hit 2 home runs in 1 inning. He accomplished something that's still impossible to believe, as like that's almost unheard of. You'd have to have an insane offensive inning for you to do that, and that was the 2nd time in his career he did that. So being able to do that twice is huge.
Very impressive.
Would love to see that out of one of our guys, but
that'd be awesome.
Need to start hitting home runs more consistently, as Dom Marchillo's up to bat for his 3rd time today. Watching the first pitch for a ball. Archilla facing Connor Chansey, who's in for his 3rd inning of action. Archilla swings on the 2nd pitch, and it's a soft grounder to the second baseman, who throws him out easily at first. As Archilla has 1 hit on the day, but now grounds out in his 3rd at bat. Now we find Jackson Toberman up for the 3rd time. So far today, it has been a day at the plate that he would like to take back, as he already has 2 strikeouts. Looking to turn that around here. First pitch swung on and fouled. into the netting behind home plate. Jackson Toberman trying to help set up some kind of comeback for the Cardinals. Second here in this inning. 0-1 pitch comes in and it's fouled. 2 straight fouls from Toberman.
He's fallen behind 0-2 in every at-bat he's had so far this game now.
He's a big swinger. But he has had a lot of swings and misses. He did have 6 home runs in college, but now another swing, and he pops this one up to the shortstop, Carl Keenan, for the Royals, and that's the second out of the inning. Now, the Cardinals have Jackson Keogh up, who's reached base in his first 2 at-bats. First one was a 4-pitch walk. The second one, he was hit by pitch. But now, with 2 outs, looking to do anything here, checks his swing. Umpire at first said he went. 0-1 in the count now.
First strike Keogh's seen. He thought he didn't go, but first base ump does.
0-1 count. Pitch comes in, watches that one for a strike. 2 straight strikes now after he tried to check his swing, and the second pitch comes in from a breaking ball. And he watched that one clip this side of the zone. It's now behind 0-2 with 2 outs. Kehoe has a big swing and miss a big swing and third strike for an out. And that is the second time in 2 innings the Cardinals have gone 1-2-3 after making Kaiser, the starter for the Royals, work. They've now let their relief guy, Chansey, come in and take over the game for the Royals for the most part. As now that ends 6 innings with the Cardinals down 3-1. So, not exactly what the Cardinals are looking for here, but the Royals coming in with a 2-run lead, all they want to do is try and extend this and add some insurance runs.
All right, baseball fans, get those hands up. Let me see
As it
them.
looks
Let's
like
go.
Connor Graham is taken, or is still in the game. Or never mind, I apologize. Matthew Rios is in the game. 35 versus 25 is a little hard to see sometimes when they're
All right, let's go.
pitching on the mound. Matthew Rios taking over for Connor Graham after 6 innings of action. He allowed 2 runs with 10 strikeouts, or was it 11? I believe it was. Might have been 11 strikeouts for Connor Graham there. Huge day for him, as he's really shown how he can.
13 strikeouts.
Yeah, 13.
13
Oh, man, I was miscounting mine then. Huge day for the starter here. Couldn't ask for anything better,
Now batting for the Royals.
as
In the top half of the seventh.
only 2 earned runs. Third run did come in from a pass ball. As leading off for the Royals will be Carl Keenan. He's 2 for 2 today with an RBI. As Matthew Rios' first pitch comes in for a strike, Keenan showed bunt, pulled up at the last second. Matthew Rios, just his 5th appearance for the Cardinals here. As the 0-1 pitch comes in, and that one's down by his ankles. 1-1 count. Had to move his foot out the way, or otherwise it might have smacked his shin. And that's a painful spot, especially for not even like a fouled ball, just a straight pitch to the shin. It's now a big swing and tipped it a little bit, but foul. It's now 1-2 in the count. Rios is a sophomore out of South Alabama. I would say he's a developmental arm. However, he has 3 starts for the Cardinals. Hasn't done too horribly in those starts. Whew. As now that 1-2 pitch comes in, and it's a hard hit, but it's a fly out to the right fielder, Danny Orr, as Matthew Rios gets through the first batter on 4 pitches. Last played June 20th when they played Winchester in Winchester. He started that game, was absolutely phenomenal. He had 6 innings pitched, only allowing 4 hits and 7 strikeouts. Now coming in for relief here, getting a fly out in the first at bat, a strike in the first pitch against Cameron Tellefson, excuse me.
Rios came into this game tied for the Cardinal lead in strikeouts. Is no longer up there anymore after Graham nearly doubled his season strikeout total through 6 innings of this game.
Some solids and now they're going off of one starter to another guy who started multiple games for the Cardinals this season. 1-2 count here as that next pitch came in foul. It was interesting to see what Mike Smith does, the coach for the Cardinals, in the bullpen.
I think that just shows you that this is a game they really want to win, you know. Put in 2 of your best arms, keep it close, and then hopefully the bats get hot in the latter third of this game.
Next pitch fouled, keeping the count 1-2. Interesting to see how long he keeps Rios out there, though. See if they want to keep him for 2 or 3 innings, possibly. I mean, could finish the game.
Yeah, I think if they can, they'd want to keep Rios out here as long as possible. Don't want to go any deeper into the bullpen when you got one of your better starters out here.
So that next pitch is chopped foul. The pitcher, third baseman, and catcher all sprinted after that one, but it was foul after the first bounce. And that leaves the count at 1-2 on Cameron Tellefson. He was hit by the pitch in his last at bat. Has 1 strikeout and flew out to left field. Now, battling with Matthew Rios here. Rios, however, is over 1 at home in his 2 starts. 3rd appearance at home. First one that isn't a start here, as the next pitch comes in right by Tellefson's face, evening the count at 2-2 with 1 out. No runners on. At home, Rios has pitched only 7 1/3 inning. Now, getting a pop out, I believe, to Luke Monaco for a second out. That's 2 outs back to back. Fly out to right field and a pop out now. With Lamar Fleming up. Lamar Fleming the second, the designated hitter, struck out looking and swinging and popped out in his 3 at-bats today. Rios, first pitch comes in, swung on and fouled. Fleming finding himself a behind here, 0-1 on Matthew Rios. Rios, second pitch comes in, is another foul, 2 straight fouls. Rios looking to get out of this inning. Only 13 pitches so far. In Bing Crosby's only allowed 6 hits and 4 runs. His walk to strikeout ratio is nearly 1-1. As now that pitch comes in, but it's too low. Called a ball. 1-2 count now. You could hear some frustration from some fans who thought that was in for strike 3. Next pitch comes in. Lamar Fleming has to do a little shimmy to get out of the way.
Good thing you did. Don't want any more base runners. We've had enough this game.
Exactly. But that does even the count out at 2-2 after starting ahead 0-2 against Amar Fleming the second. Now the 2-2 pitch comes in. It's a hard hit ball to left field. Dromboski is able to get under it, though. Solid contact and power, just not enough there. If that was a metal bat, that probably is a home run. However, these players are not used to playing with wooden bats all the time. As that is the third out of the inning, and that brings us to the 7th inning stretch. Cardinals here finding themselves down 3-1 going into the bottom of the 7th inning.
They had a nice little 1-2-3 inning from Rios there. All three fly balls, but all three in play and easy grabs for the outfielders and the second baseman.
A quick little inning is exactly what you want from the relief pitcher, especially after Connor Graham did go 6. We do see Connor Chansey out on the mound for his 4th inning of action. He has pitched nearly 40 pitches, 3 strikeouts and a walk. Has gone 1-2-3 in his last 2 innings of action. Has been absolutely lights out against these Cardinals batters so far. Breaking ball has been absolutely killer against some of these guys. As leading off for the Cardinals will be Ty Mercado. Ty Mercado looking to set the table and really let the Cardinals try and start something. They have not been able to jumpstart this team with 6 straight outs. They've had no base runners since the bottom of the 4th. Mercado watches the first pitch, which was a breaking ball, in for a ball, though, 1-0 count. Mercado's 0 for 1 today with a walk. This is his 3rd at-bat. Watches the first pitch. Second pitch comes in, and it's swung on, and that's going to be a base hit as that one gets underneath the glove of the 3rd baseman, Braden Benavides. Solid hit right there from Ty Mercado. Exactly what you want to see out of your leadoff guy, wasting no time to get on base here.
And now Monaco represents the tying run up to the plate.
Looking for a great at-bat here from Monaco. I know he wants to try and get this season turned around for him as Mercado's checked on at first. Safe, though. Monaco has come in a couple of times this season, not starting. As now he starts this game, shows a bunt, bunts down the first base line, now racing to reach first, and that throw to the first baseman's off, and he's unable to make the throw to third as the first baseman who had to go back and catch the throw from the pitcher, Connor Chansey, and he slipped, and it was like he was slipping on a banana peel almost. It was kind of funky how he was falling backwards. Unfortunately, could not see it in the camera.
Yeah, that grass is probably wet out there from the rain we got earlier.
Yeah, but that allows runner Ty Mercado to get from second to third, and now Monaco is on first and no outs for James Green. He would be the run to take the lead here as he swings and fouls off the first pitch.
Absolutely need at least to drive in Mercado here.
Need anything out of James Green. James Green has been a huge production factory for the Cardinals since coming in June 7th, I believe. Now 2 straight swings, and this one comes in for a base hit, and Monaco rounds second to go to third, and that's an RBI single for James Green to cut this deficit to 1. Now, that's a huge hit for James Green, as that's his first hit today, and that's an RBI single. Couldn't ask for a better spot for James Green to come in with now Danny Orr. He already has 2 hits today and had solid contact on his third one, but he did line out to the third baseman. Up with no outs, runners on first and third. Could be the base hit here will tie the game.
Just got to get something to the outfield. Well, a fly ball could still get
Even a
go in.
Even if, oh, and that is exactly what he does. He gets a hard hit into the outfield as now James Green rounds second base, and Danny Orr is able to round second, and James Green is going all the way home, and he makes it on a diving attempt. And that is going to take the lead after a 2 RBI double for Danny Orr. Danny Orr wasted no time there to take the lead back. He has now 3 hits on the day. The third one for an RBI, and that takes the lead 4-3.
Huge. He hits it out towards the gap in right field, and the center fielder and right fielder have trouble picking it up. It allows Green to go all the way from first to home and getting that lead and run. Crazy how quickly things change in this game.
Connor Chansey was in for his 4th inning of action, had allowed not a single run or hit in his time, now allowing 4 consecutive hits, 3 singles, and a double, which allows the Cardinals to take the lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Couldn't ask for a better inning out of the Cardinals here, as now they have 8 hits on the day. With no outs and a runner on second, Dromboski, who already has a hit today, is going to be at bat, as there's a pitching change for the Royals. Not surprising after 4 consecutive hits and losing the lead. Had a solid outing from Connor Chansey until the bottom of the 7th. Will be a lefty pitcher for the Royals. Just trying to see if I can find his number. Looks like it's number 12. It's Andrew Sorrow, number 12, out of Eastern Florida State. The lefty pitcher here coming in for relief after Connor Chansey let up 3 runs to lose the lead. Andrew Sorrow has only just one other appearance so far this season, which was June 24th in the start of this 3-game win streak for Winchester. He only pitched a single inning, but he had 2 strikeouts. Now coming in to the bottom of the 7th, after 3 runs were scored, a runner on second, no outs. Going to look to try and limit anything for Winchester here, as they're in danger of losing this 3-game win streak and possibly dropping their first game against the Cardinals this season. The bottom of the 7th is something that you couldn't ask for more of if you're a Cardinals fan. It's Mike Smith must have saw the Tooth Fairy last night or something. It was like, because that was a great start to the bottom of the 7th, and still no outs for Dromboski. Could continue this on Andrew Sorrow.
Chance to get some insurance, you know. Make sure the Royals can't do the same thing to the Cardinals.
Before Matthew Rios came in, the Royals looked like they had a real chance to possibly pull away and create some insurance runs. But Matthew Rios was able to get 3 straight flyouts, I should say, to get him to the bottom of the 7th, and now the Cardinals took the lead. And a mound visit here from the catcher, just trying to get on the same page before the first pitch comes in. Dromboski has been patiently waiting. 1 for 3 today. Looking to add a hit here for the Cardinals. It's now Sorrow lines up, First pitch comes in and it's off the plate for a ball. 1-0 count now. As Dromboski is going to I would have to believe he's going to be super patient here. Especially since he is not having to try and force anything, trying to spark a comeback. As now he swings on and pulls that hit a little too hard, or pulls it a little too far, I should say. Excuse me. As the evens the count at 1-1. Fouled that one down the right field line. Dromboski had 2 hits versus Waynesboro on June 25th, including a double, as now he watches that third pitch for a ball. Came in today with a 3-game hit streak, now has extended it to 4. And during that 3-game hit streak, all of them have been multi-hit games, looking to continue that. As now the 2-1 pitch comes in, and it's another hard hit, but this time it's looks like it's going to be but it lands in front of the right fielder. I was going to say it should be an easy fly out for the right fielder, but instead it lands in front of him. Unsure if he lost that or how he lost it.
Must have lost it in the lights.
Lost that ball, and it landed right in front of Christian Dillard. That's a double for Nicholas Dromboski. It'll be very interesting to see how they score this, because I feel like that has to be an error.
I think.
Really?
I think it's ruled a double technically, because
I think it was ruled a double. I feel like I can.
If it gets to the outfield, usually it's ruled a base hit,
Yeah.
even if it's like, as long as it isn't dropped by the.
That's true. It's when you get to that kind of situation, it's hard. It gets a little harder to score. But Dromboski with a double there, moving runners to second and third for Boone Hosey, who swings and misses on his first swing there. 1 for 3 today. Did have an RBI double in his third at bat. In his second at bat. Is now watches the second pitch for a 1-1 count. Excellent spot for Boone Hosey. Coming in today as a new guy, already helping the team with an RBI here. Wanting to establish himself with a 1-1 count. Big swing and miss there. 2 big swings and misses by Hosey, both of his strikes here. Now behind on Sorrow. Did hit into a double play in his first at bat. That is not an opportunity here, as the infield is in a little bit. Possibly expecting a soft ground ball. Now, the next pitch is fouled again by Hosey. Hosey fighting to stay alive here. Does have the power. In college, had slugged at a .476. 1-2 count. Watches that one in the dirt. Evens at 2-2. Sorrow finding himself fighting hard with Hosey. 4 total pitches here. 8 since coming in. Next pitch comes in. It's a hard hit ball to the center fielder as he goes all the way to the warning track in the wall. Both runners tag up, Danny Orr and Dromboski, and that is an easy sacrifice fly for Boone Hosey, who drives in the 5th run of the game for the Cardinals here, as now another sacrifice fly could extend this to a 3-run game.
Oh, yeah, that's
Hosey,
out number 1.
As that was only the first out of the game. Not the game, apologies, the bottom of the 7th inning for the Cardinals, and Dom Marcello is up for the 4th time today. He singled in his first at-bat. Now has an opportunity to get his second sacrifice fly or his 15th hit on the season. Or he could strike out a round out, but always want to be hopeful here as he watches the first pitch for a ball, 1-0 count.
A ground out might still drive in a run, though.
Exactly for Dromboski. He's not slow at all, so a hard hit grounder definitely could drive in Dromboski from third. See the infield playing in a little bit, potentially anticipating something like that. As now that pitch gets away from hand, and that's going to let Dromboski stroll in for the sixth run of the game. Now, Sorro's come in and has not done as well as the Royals would hope. Because now he's behind 2-0.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's given up the now multiple runs, but one of them, the first fly out you think should be caught. It was
not his fault.
Lost it in the lights on the double. Then it was a sacrifice fly, so that's an out at least, but did drive in a run. And then there was a pass ball there. That's only so much he could be doing.
Yeah. As third pitch comes in for a ball.
But
great points there. As he should have been maybe on 2 outs now, at least.
I do say that while he has got himself into a bit of a hole here on a 3-0 count.
Possibly in his head a little bit after 2 runs have come in. And that's a 4-pitch walk, a huge bat throw by Dom Marchilla. Has to be satisfied with himself. As the Cardinals find themselves up 3 runs, Jackson Toberman is up for the 4th time today. He struck out twice and popped out in his 3 at-bats today. One of the new guys also, along with Boone Hosey, has not as much of an impact today. As now watches the first pitch as that one's low and inside for a ball. Toberman looking for his first hit as a Cardinal.
It's the first ball he's taken all game. His other 3 at-bats were all 3 pitches.
1-0 count comes in. Big swing and gets some contact on that one, but that one's fouled into the parking lot. Got to watch out there. That's why I double-check to make sure I don't park over there. I'm not trying to go out and be like, oh, there's 2 baseballs in my windshield.
That wouldn't be a fun drive home.
Gotta be a windy one, that's for sure. Is now the 1-1 count. Pitch comes in and it's swung on, and he tips it a little bit, but it goes foul. 1-2 count with 1 out. 2 errors by the Royals defense has really killed them. As now Jackson Toberman finds himself 1-2. Runner on first. Double play opportunity is there. As now this pitch comes in. It's a hard hit. And Archilla rounds second. And that's Jackson Toberman's first hit as a Cardinal. And that comes in at a great spot for them. As that moves Archilla from first to third. And now it brings up Jackson Keogh. This will be the 9th batter of the 7th inning. With only 1 out here, the double play opportunity is still on the board with the runner at first. However, we've already seen a passed ball allow a runner in. So Sorrow does not have an easy route here to get out of this. So now first pitch comes in, called a ball. As Kehoe, he's already been walked and hit by a pitch and struck out in his 3 at-bats. Sorrow being very patient, looking at the runner at first, Toberman. Second pitch is fouled off into the stands. Luckily, nobody's sitting over there as it was raining before and all those seats are wet.
But a nice free souvenir. That guy doesn't even have to run for it. He just gets to stroll over there.
One of the few times kids haven't just been sprinting after the foul ball for a freezy pop. Keogh finds himself in a 1-1 count with 1 out. Runners on first and third. This pitch is way off the plate and high. Easy take for Jackson Keogh there.
That was a really nice play by Hand to grab that one.
If Hand didn't get that one, that's probably the 7th run for the Cardinals, and that would most likely move Thompson to second, I would imagine. Or Toberman, I should say. The second. It's now Sorrow behind 2-1 in this count. Third pitch comes in, that's a ball. Now Keogh has a huge opportunity here, ahead 3-1 in the count. A walk here would load the bases with only 1 out and would put Ty Mercado back up to bat for the 2nd time. And that is a walk on a 3-1 count. That means every single person in the Cardinals order has been in for the bottom of the 7th, and as Ty Mercado's up for the 2nd time after his leadoff single. Not even enough space on my sheet. I'll have to make some room, as this is not a common occurrence for the Cardinals so far this season. Ty Mercado, with the bases loaded.
A chance to really twist the knife into this one.
First pitch comes in for a ball.
Still only 1 out.
Was walked in his at-bat in the 4th. I would say his last one, but his last at-bat was in the bottom of the 7th. The inning we're still in. With the bases loaded, double play would get them out of this inning. 2 pitches above the zone. Sorrow, since coming in, has a sacrifice fly, and an error on the outfield caused a double. And the 2-0 pitch comes in, and it's swung on and fouled. 2-1 count now for Ty Mercado. He's looking to drive in 1, maybe 2 runs here with the base hit. Doesn't have the most power in his swing. But with the outfield playing kind of far back, if he gets a base hit over second, could make this an 8-3 game, as now that comes in for a strike. He didn't think it was a strike, though. Turning around, a little frustrated, but count's still even now at 2-2 with 1 out. Has been a long bottom of the 7th for the Royals. It's now 2-2 pitch, comes in, swung on, and that is fouled down the third base line. Hard hit. If he was able to hook that and to be in play, that would have fallen in the left field corner. Would have driven in 2 runs. Mercado unable to do that, though, and hooked it too much. Or pulled it too much, I should say. Is keeping the count 2-2. 2-2 count. Pitch comes in, swung on hard, and that one's a hard hit to the center fielder, and he's able to get under that, and the runner on third tags up. And that's 2 sacrifice flies this inning now. Ty Mercado, in his second at-bat of the 7th, has a sacrifice fly, and that's both outs of this inning have been on that. Have been making the Royals really work here. And now finds themselves up 7-3 with Luke Monaco up, who singled in his at-bat earlier in this inning. Now, runners on first and second after the sacrifice fly. Monaco has a big swing and miss on the first pitch. Flew out to center field and hit into a fielder's choice in his 2 other at-bats, other than a single earlier. Monaco got his second hit at home, looking for his third one now. Fouls off this pitch, 0-2 count here. Possibly getting out of the inning, Andrew Sorrow, after over 30 pitches. Came in for Chansey, who had allowed a couple hits.
Yeah, Chansey allowed the first 4 batters.
Yeah, it was 4 straight hits, wasn't it?
To get hits, yep.
And then Sorrow comes in 2 sacrifice flies on him. He's a walk 2 batters. As now this next pitch comes in, and that one bounces over Hand's head, and that allows runners to go from first and second to second and third. Monaco now behind still 1-2 in the count. Even better spot here to drive in a run.
Maybe even 2.
As I'm sure he's looking for that gap in between the shortstop and third baseman. Huge gap there for the righty.
Or even push one back up the middle.
Yeah, both those gaps are probably worth looking for as he swings and fouls off the 1-2 pitch. Monaco battling here. Someone who hasn't seen much action so far this season. Up for the second time in the same inning after a single in his first at-bat. Chance to drive in possibly 2 runs. Sorrow looking to get him out of this inning after 6 runs were scored by the Cardinals. That pitch comes in low for a ball. Monaco, I believe, wiped his brow a little bit. 2-2 count now. As this has been a super long inning for the Royals here. This game was moving along pretty fast, and now since it hit the 7th, it's hit sort of a standstill.
Oh,
Monaco
no way.
absolutely rockets one to left field, and it might have been a home run, or would have hit the netting over above the wall at least, and would have driven in both runs, but it went foul. It was a super hard hit. Just
over the wall, just foul.
Just I want to say pulled it too much to the left, and that's just unfortunate. Would have been a huge hit from Monaco. It's now 2-2 pitch comes in again, and that's another hit, but this one's a slow chopper to the shortstop, and that is the 3rd out of the bottom of the 7th as Monaco grounds out in a second at-bat of the 7th. And now that brings us to the Cardinals 7, Royals 3, going into the top of the 8th.
Cardinals get a standing ovation for that inning, and I 100% agree. What an inning.
As that was elite, something I think all the fans wanted to see out of the Cardinals, to see that they could really put an inning together and come back. We'll have to see if Matthew Rios is out on the mound again for a second inning of action, and he is. Most likely, I would have to guess he would be out there for the 8th and 9th.
Yeah.
As the Cardinals want to try and secure this win up 4, so still the Royals still have a chance. However, they still need to start putting pedal to the metal. The Cardinals with a great 7th inning stretch there. Don't think anybody could have ever asked for a better one if in that situation. The Cardinals are looking to right this ship this season and take down, the Royals, who I believe are the leader in the conference. Yes, the Winchester Royals are tied for first with the Cannons in the North Conference or division. I'm not exactly sure how they call these. In danger of losing and having to continue fighting for first with Percival, Strasburg, and Newmarket, as they all hover around 11 to 12 wins, all trying to make a push for the lead in this conference. As now Dillard is up for his at-bat, watches the first pitch for a ball. Had an RBI double in his last at-bat, struck out once, and had the ball that fell right in front of him in right field from Nick Dromboski, as that pitch comes in for a strike. 1-1 count now for Matthew Rios. 18 total pitches so far. We'd like to see that stay a low number.
Maybe some more fly balls. Oh,
Another hard hit,
Speak
and
of
that
the
looks like
devil.
a fly ball. First baseman's hat came off, unable to catch it before it hit the ground. He was really chasing after it, but not trying to sprint on the warning track where he probably would have just fell on his butt. But that one did fall foul. 1-2 count now. As they slowly walk back to Armonico and Toberman slowly walk back to second and first. Now, Rios, ready? Doesn't waste any time to set up and pitch. And that is a grounder to Monaco, second baseman, who throws out Dillard at first easily. Lots of room to spare there. As now, that's the first out of the top of the 8th inning. Time is waning for the Royals as they only have 5 outs left to try and come back. Now, Brady Benavidez, 1 for 3 today with a strikeout. Watches the first pitch, and he has to lean back from that one as some of these pitches the Cardinals have thrown, they've been real close. And as we said earlier, Connor Graham had hit 3 people with pitches. Rios, not a single walk or hit by pitch yet, but gets a big swing and a miss there from Brady Benavidez. He's looking to start anything for the Royals here. So now the 1-1 pitch comes in. That one's high. Great snag by Boone Hosey. No runners on, though, so it wouldn't have affected him too much. But like to see that out of the catcher, especially as he allowed a pass ball earlier for a run. 2-1 pitch comes in. It's another big swing and a miss to even the count out at 2-2. Rios putting the pedal to the metal here, not letting up against these Royals pitch batters. 2-2 pitch comes in, swung on. It's a hard hit, pop fly in the infield. Luke Monaco's under that one for the second out. 2 straight outs now, a ground out and a pop out. With Trey Davis up to bat for the 4th time today, he struck out twice and had a single, turned it to a double with a stolen base.
Now batting number 8, Troy Davis.
Troy Davis made it to the base, but then the next 3 batters after him struck out. Now he's up with 2 outs, looking to start something. As the first pitch is swung on and fouled. 0-1 count now, 2 outs. Rios looking to get through second inning of action. Only 26 total pitches.
He's been very efficient. No strikeouts, but he hasn't needed them.
That one gets over the head of Boone Hosey. No damage done, though, as no runners are on to move. 1-1 count. Cardinals have done a great job at responding to the deficit they found themselves in today. Took them a little bit to get the runs, but has really shown that they can be a competitive team. As now the 2-1 pitch comes in.
And these are the games you need to win. You're playing one of the better teams in your division. You fall behind, you come back. You show your resilience, you know.
And that's another big swing and a miss.
If you can get the wins here against the better teams, there's nothing gonna stop you from beat the teams that are more near you in the standings, and then you'll keep climbing those standings, you know.
And like the Cardinals, they need to start getting some of these wins. That's a big swing and a miss for a strikeout. The first one for Matthew Rios to get him out of the top of the 8th. Huge, as that makes it so the Royals only have 3 outs left to try and tie or get ahead in this game.
And before then, the Cardinals still have another chance to add on some more runs to their lead.
Only 4 runs, so bases loaded situation. would put a tying run at the plate for the Royals. They have had multiple bases loaded situations in this game. Have not been able to clear all the bases, but have been solid in those situations. But as we look here, it looks like a new pitcher's out for the Royals after Andrew Sorrow had 36 pitches, allowed 2 or 3 runs. As we have a right-handed pitcher on the mound. Looks to be Luke Hogue, I believe. Luke Hogue has been a solid relief pitcher for the Royals so far this season. Has a 2-1 record. Has 2 saves in 13 1/3 innings pitched. 13 strikeouts. Almost 1 strikeout an inning for Luke Hogue. That's I could be wrong. I believe that's Luke Hogue out there.
16?
That is 16, right?
Yeah.
That is Luke Hogue. Announcers almost tripped me up for a second, or the broadcast, or oh my lord, we're the ones doing the broadcasting. The one doing the
PA.
Yeah, the PA. There we go. This game has been a long and it's actually been kind of a shorter one comparatively. However, it's been an action-packed one, and this day has been a long one. As now, James Green is up to bat, the leadoff here, first in the order. He's hoping here that this will be his last at-bat of the day, where he had an RBI single in his last at-bat. Watches the first pitch for a strike, 0-1 count now. Cardinals definitely looking to possibly drive in some more runs for insurance, as that's a big swing and a miss by James Green, who's now behind 0-2. James Green playing center field for the Cardinals has been all right at the plate today. But his speed has definitely helped drive in some of these runs. As now this next pitch is swung on and it's fouled down the first base line. As he comes in, he has had at least a hit in the last 3 games. Another one today. Pops this 0-2 pitch up in the sky.
Falls.
But it looks like it hits the ground and he reaches second. 3 Royals defenders were sprinting after that high flying ball,
Fell between all of them.
and none of them could get it. And that's a hit for James Green, it looks like. That's
An 0-2 double.
couldn't ask for a better at bat right there. I mean, 0-2 double, or I wouldn't say a better at bat, a better better outcome. There we go. Couldn't think of the word.
Or Danny Orr up to bat. He's looking for his 4th hit of the game.
3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, and James Green on second could mean even a single could possibly drive James Green in, who's super speedy. As now this soft hit to the shortstop, it gets Danny Orr safe, but now James Green was off the plate and he finds himself in a rundown, but he's out at home. Looks like he overran the bag a little bit or something.
Yeah.
But after that gets the first out for the Royals. Danny Orr does make it to second.
Yeah, Orr gets to second. On the fielder's choice, which got out. So it's like fielder's choice.
Tromboski
It's
up.
a single.
Tromboski up. He has a double and a single today so far. After that weird situation looking to drive Danny Orr in from second. Watches the first pitch, comes off the plate for a ball, 1-0 count.
6-5-2 fielder's choice. 6-5-2 fielder's choice to get Green out at home.
And Green wouldn't have been out if he didn't
stayed at third.
Yeah, if he didn't overrun the bag a little bit. But I believe that should be a 2-0 count now on Dromboski. And I think they ruled that a hit for Danny Orr.
Yeah, it should be a hit, and then
Yeah.
he advanced to second on the
Yeah. I
the
thought,
6-5-2 fielder's choice.
yeah. That pitch comes in for 3-0 count. That's what I thought. They just have it wrong on the scoreboard. So I wasn't sure how they'd rule that hit by Danny Orr because it was definitely a really weird situation there. As now Dromboski watches the 3-0 count pitch come in for a strike. Dromboski looking to extend this. Would have had an even better situation if James Green were still at third. However, could make this a 8-3 game with a solid hit. Fouls off the 3-1 count. Possibly would have been a ball there, but now finds the count full. With only one out here, Luke Hogue is looking to try and punch Dromboski out here. Payoff pitch coming in, swung on, and that one gets over the head of the third baseman, Benavides, and that is going to let Danny Orr just slowly walk into home. And the payoff pitch from Luke Hogue ends up being an RBI double for Dromboski. Dromboski having a great day, as that's his third hit.
Now batting number 29.
And that makes it so that the Royals are down 5.
Back-to-back doubles for Dromboski.
With Boone Hosey up the bat. It's 2 RBIs today. One of them was a sacrifice fly. Another one was from a double. New guys has helped the Cardinals pretty well so far as he checks his first swing, comes in for a strike anyways. 0-1 count now after the RBI double from Nick Dromboski. Behind early is Boone Hosey on Luke Hogue. Pitch comes in, swings, tries to check it, but it's called for a strike. Tried to hold it back, but went too far. Now behind 0-2. Hogue looking for the second out of the bottom of the 8th and try and give his offense possibly their final shot to win this game. 0-2 pitch comes in for a ball off the plate. Hosey not wanting to get his second strikeout of the day. Behind 1-2 in the count. Dromboski looked like he wanted to go for a second, but it's a big swing and a miss for Hosey, who gets his second strikeout swinging on the day. As now, Dal Marchilla is going to be up to bat for the 5th time. He singled in his first at-bat, grounded out in a pop-out, walked in his most recent at-bat in the 7th, where all 9 of the players for the Cardinals saw behind the bat. Archilla, runner on second. Pitch comes in, swung on, and that's a hard hit to the left fielder, who makes a diving play, but it looks like he's unable to grab it, and that's another RBI. But he's safe at second.
Oh, my goodness.
The throw to second, a little late there, and he's safe. That's an RBI double for Dom Archilla. I thought he was tagged out at second.
He was tagged as well.
But calls him safe, and that extends this lead to 9-3.
Run would have scored either way. I just thought the inning was over as well.
Yeah. That's why I didn't want to say double yet because he was.
Yeah.
I personally thought he was tagged out, but the umpire has a much better view than us. So, well, you'd imagine at least. This Jackson Toberman, who had his first hit in his last at bat, is up for the 5th time. Fouls off the first pitch. Struck out twice today already. Both new guys, Boone Hosey and Jackson Toberman, have had 1 hit today. Both of them struck out twice. The only difference is Hosey has an RBI, or 2 of them, I should say, as that second pitch comes in for a strike. 0-2 count now. Toberman could be the last at bat here for the Cardinals. As now the 0-2 pitch comes in, big swing and miss, and that's the 3rd out, his 3rd strikeout of the day. And that ends the bottom of the 8th with the Cardinals scoring, an extra 2 runs?
Yeah, 2 more insurance runs.
Putting them in a great spot here, going to the top of the 9th against the Royals. The final countdown. 3 more outs. That's all the Cardinals need to secure this win and end the Royals' 3-game win streak. As it looks like there might be a pitching change on the mound. No? It's hard to tell sometimes because I swear to God that 2 looked like a 1.
I think it's still Rios. Yeah, it's still
Need
Rios.
a pair of binoculars up here, as sometimes I look over and I swear I see a 2 as a 1 or a 3 as a something else. But like I expected, Matthew Rios in for his 3rd inning of action. 1 strikeout on 30 pitches. Looking to close this game as the Cardinals are up 6 runs. How the Cardinals got here is the top of the 3rd, a passed ball and a hit, an RBI hit. By Carl Keenan. Brought the Royals up 2-0. Cardinals immediately responded in the bottom of the 3rd with an RBI double by Boone Hosey, and it stayed that way until the top of the 5th inning, where the Royals scored another. But after that, it's been Cardinals all the way, where in the bottom of the 7th inning, they had a huge 6-run inning. And adding 2 more insurance runs in the bottom of the 8th puts all the pressure on the Royals now, as it'll be the 8th, 9th, and then top of the order for the next 3. As Todd Abraham will be leading off for the top of the 9th inning. Did walk in his first at-bat, but struck out in his last 2. Now, Matthew Rios looking to end this game. First pitch comes in and it's swung on and fouled for a strike. Rios in his 2 innings have gone 1, 2, 3 in both innings. Looking to do that here. 0-1 is the count on Todd Abraham. Rios winds up, pitches in, another big swing and a miss. Rios doing exactly what he wants here. Now, Todd Abraham is going to have to fight to stay alive. O2 pitch, wind up, pitches in, watches that one off the plate. Trying to get another big swing and a miss off the right side of the plate, which has been so popular for these Cardinals today. As the 1-2 pitch comes in, and that one's up by his face. Todd Abraham had to lean back for that one, even in the count up at 2-2. Abraham, after going down 0-2 in the first 2 pitches, now finds himself even, watches that 3rd or 5th pitch for a strikeout looking. Abraham now 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts and a walk. Brings up J.J. Hand, the catcher for the Royals here. Struck out looking in his last 2 at-bats and being hit by the pitch in his first one. looking to change it and try and start something for the Royals here, down 6 runs. Big swing and a miss for the first pitch. Behind on that heater. Maybe looking for something breaking there, as now 0-1 pitch comes in. Another fastball from Rios. That's another foul. Finds himself ahead 0-2 again. 2 at-bats. 2 0-2 counts to start off. Got a strikeout looking against Abraham. Now looking for another strikeout against Hand. Pitch comes in, and that one's high for a ball. 1-2 count as the Cardinals, on 14 hits, 9 runs, no errors, are looking to end this game at the top of the 9th. Rios, 1-2 pitch, comes in, and that one almost clips Hand. Only 1 out still. Rios really fighting here. 2-2 now, finds himself in the same spot, and now that one's fouled off. Both Hand and Abraham found themselves in 2-2 counts before Abraham was struck out looking. Hand looking to change it. Pitch comes in, it's off the plate. That fastball was easy to look at by Hand right there, so now the count runs full. Payoff pitch for Rios. Wind up, pitch comes in, and that one is a walk on a full count. Started off 0-2, but then Hand fights it off to stay alive and get a walk. Turning the order over to Jamie Padilla. Jamie Padilla for the Royals today has had a walk, been hit by a pitch, grounded out and struck out. Now looking to try and spark something with a runner on first. Matthew Rios, that was his first walk of the day, as now that pitch comes in off the plate for a ball. 1-0 count now.
Yeah, first base runner allowed for Rios. Now you just gotta, if you're him, you're just like, you gotta hope for a ground ball. Double play in this game.
Double play would quickly end this game, as now there's a visit from Boone Hosey. Probably just trying to calm Rios down and get him through this last 2 batters. Possibly 1 if a double play can be turned.
Cardinals have turned 7 double plays this season. Be a great time for an 8th.
As the 1-0 count is up, Rios lines up, pitches in. Padilla watches that one, which is in for a ball. Some people do not agree with that. I could hear some clamoring from fans. Two-0 pitch comes in, swung on, and that one's a grounder to Monaco at second base. Oh. But the throw to first is offline and in the dirt, so the double play to end the game is not there. Gets 1 out on the fielder's choice, but that puts Jamie Padilla safe at first with Carl Keenan, who had an RBI single earlier in the game, up the bat. It would be really hard to drive Padilla in from first. However, Padilla has the wheels to steal, as he already has stolen second, I think, today.
Man, just off the chest. Just couldn't corral it at first.
Padilla looking like he wanted to take off there. Big swing and a miss by Carl Keenan, who's 2 for 3 today. Rios ahead 0-1 with 2 outs. Check swing. Doesn't go. It's off the plate. So it's a ball. 1-1 count now. With 2 outs, Rios looking to end this. Almost at 50 pitches. Padilla steals second with no throw attempt as that pitch comes in for a ball. Possibly didn't throw because he thought that was going to be a strike on Keenan. did not get the strike call. Now Rios is behind 2-1 with 2 outs. Keenan swings on that one, running the count to 2-2.
All right, strike away here.
Just 1 strike away for Matthew Rios will end the game. With Carl Keenan looking to keep this game going. Counts full, 2-2 with 2 outs. Pitches up, in, and it's too high. Full count now, 3-2 with 2 outs. Full count now, payoff pitch coming in for Rios. Wind up, pitches in, watches that one, and that's a strikeout looking to end the game. Carl Keenan watches the payoff pitch for a strikeout. That's the 3rd out of the game. And your Front Royal Cardinals end up winning 9 to the Winchester Royals 3 on 15 hits, or 14 hits and no errors. Great outing by the Cardinals and the pitching. Love to see that out of just 2 pitchers today. And great outings by Danny Orr and Nick Tromboski to help carry this team. Next home game will be Monday, making up for the Strasburg Express at 7 p.m. Thank you for watching this game and this great matchup. Have a good night.